guys, it's your boy Blu-rayDave back with another video. If you haven't seen the previous video, please go check it out. So remember, this is video 2 out of 3. So today I'm going to be talking about my senior send-off. Now, you're all probably thinking, well, isn't that technically your last day of school? Well, it's more like a bonus day, really, because we have come this far in high school, and I just really want to talk about my experience about that with you guys. So, the senior send-off, this is what I've always dreamed of ever since, not last year, not 2 years ago, but 3 years ago. Because my first time seeing the class of 2016 leaving for a senior send-off, like, oh, I wonder what that's going to be like. And it excited me even more every year as I keep seeing the classes leave. Especially like last year's, and I'm just like, man, just one more year. So basically, what they've done for this every year, but they haven't done this for this year though, was that before, okay, well, hang on. Okay, so, let me tell you about my experience a little bit. So, basically, okay, so, my mom was my chaperone though, right? So, she got to come with me. So the school told us we need to go to the auditorium, right? I thought we had to check in with our first hour, but nope, we just go to the auditorium. And, we had our little meeting, and the funny thing is, guys, I haven't used my locker for the whole school year, okay? But they told us, seniors, we had to clean them out, so I had to, because I wasn't like, oh, I'm just not going to open it because I know there's nothing in it. I just had to double check just to make sure if anybody's left anything there for me, maybe a note, but nope. And once we were done, we had to go back to the auditorium, have another meeting, and then some of the seniors went into the field house early. So we all finally went in the field house. There was a 14-minute video talking about the seniors, and I was in the front of the class. You know, everybody was behind me, but I had two of my other buddies, like, right here and right here, so that was pretty cool. And, gosh. Okay, so what was different for this year, though, is that before we left, we all had to get in line, right? But none of the classmates, as far as I know, came up and see us, like, to say their final goodbyes to us. So I'm like, isn't everybody going to come down here and... Yeah. So, it was also different for this year, too, is that, okay, so even though the teachers are lined up like this, and we have to go through there to give them high fives, we just had to walk, basically. Last year, the class of 2018, they all just ran and just gave them high fives right away, you know? But, man, I felt crowded. Still, it was worth it though, just getting out of there. And before we left, I had to say goodbye to some other friends. Yeah, it was pretty emotional. And I thought I was gonna ride the other buses with my other friends, but nope, I had to ride the special ed bus. But here's the thing: I know a couple other special ed kids that weren't even on that bus. They were with the other kids. I'm like, really? Come on. But, you know, at least my mom and I had a seat in the bus, and it actually took 45 minutes to get down to the cities, really. And I thought I would see the Stark building again, because I haven't seen the Stark building since 2016. Yes, there's actually a Stark Industries in the cities, guys, so I was freaking out when I saw that years ago. So, when we got into the Mall of America, I had to go to the bathroom so bad. And I don't think I've noticed this from the Mall of America, because I haven't been there since like 2015, but as soon as you get into the entry, if you look up, like straight up, there's like freaking butterflies everywhere, even a huge one. And that officially scared me. But there's like this thing that it's like on the ground, right? You can pull it to make the wings like flap, and I'm like, Okay, I'm out of here. So the original plan, guys, was that I was going to hang out with my friends at the mall, but since my mom is in very bad condition, especially with her knee, I made a compromise, I made a sacrifice, like, you know what, I'm just going to spend the rest of my day with my mom, because, you know, I have to make sure she's okay, and she's not walking very fast, though, but hey, I had to be with her every step, you know, so I'm glad we had a good time at the mall, you know. So what did I get first? Well, obviously, I'm gonna go to the Lego store first, but she wanted to go to Cinnabon, so we did that. But before we went there, I went to Hot Topic, right? Do you remember the sweatshirt that I showed you guys on YouTube? Yep. Same exact store, like in Crossroads Mall. And let's see, the guy came up to me, he's like, hey, can I help you find anything? I'm like, yeah, where's your Endgame stuff? And he shows me, and I was looking in there, I'm like, this Endgame shirt looks pretty cool, but as I looked down, I'm like, oh, is that a Quantum Realm sweatshirt? And I'm looking at the price like, are you freaking kidding me? Is it that expensive? I'm like, well, I'm going to buy it anyways. So I bought the sweatshirt, and he asked me if I was like, was like a member of something, for like a membership, and he asked me for some personal information, and I still have the slip. He said Hot Topic will call me in like July, but if I don't get a call back from them, it's probably okay. Still, it's a fun store though, guys. I show my mom the sweatshirt, and she's looking at it like, So yeah, after that, went to Cinnabon. We had treats there. I wasn't that hungry for it. And finally, I went to the Lego store, and for the first time in a long time, guys. Well, I shouldn't say that because this never happened. So let's just say, the very first time that I actually bought a Lego set from the Lego store over there. Because, you know, I was also worried about, like, because, you know, what on the news years ago, they said that the Minneapolis-St. Paul, their tax rates or minimum wage or whatnot, or something like that. I don't know, like, it's going up to, like, $30 more. I'm like, I'm getting scared right now. So, I had to be cautious about it. So, I was looking at the Marvel sets, right, and this one employee, she told me if I bought a set, it was like $75 or more, I could get a free set, which I showed you on last week's videos. Oh, excuse me, guys. So, I went ahead and bought the Avengers Quinjet, and I didn't know there was a line in the Lego store, so I had to go there and bought the set, and I got a free one. Also, my mom and I were looking at the expensive sets, especially the Star Wars ones, and we were just like freaking out, like, oh my gosh. And after that, my mom and I, we went to Noodles and Company, right? So that is a good place, guys. I think we've been to one in St. Cloud. I think so. Oh man, the food was so good there, though. I had a huge bowl. I think it was like this size of a bowl of chicken noodle soup, because that's the only reason I'll go to that place is to get frickin' chicken noodle soup, and it is the best. I had some crackers with it, but I saved them for later. So yeah, we had our lunch there, and finally we went to the Disney store there. Yes, we have a Disney store in the Mall of America. I mean, sure, there wasn't a whole lot. I know there's some exclusives there. Finally, they have my all-time favorite villain from Toy Story, and that is the Emperor Zurg. So I'm like, next time when I go there, I am so buying him, because he's like so cool. He is an inspiration from Darth Vader, by the way, so remember that. So yeah, after that, we all pretty much had to meet at the front. where we came in, because we had to be there like 1:05, and then be in the bus is like 1:10. And yeah, during like the way home, I opened the set, right? Because guys, whenever I get a Lego set with like minifigures in it, I have to build the minifigures. So I built Thor, Hawkeye, Black Widow, and yeah. After that, I pretty much built the set here at home. It was pretty much a bumpy ride, and hey, we saw a lot of airplanes coming in and out of the cities. That was pretty cool. Okay, I guess that's pretty much about it. Yeah, my senior send-off. Yeah, I love the Mall of America. I told my mom we should do this again sometime as another family trip, because back then when my brother and I were very, very little, we would always go to the Mall of America. You know, whenever our other three siblings come from California, and we would always do that as like a special tradition. But just like my mom too, I felt very emotional that day, because it reminded me so much of like my siblings, my other siblings, because you know, without them there, just like, oh gosh, this feels strange. But this wasn't the first time though that it happened though, so. But I'm sure when they come again, I hope they'll we'll do that again with the Mall of America. Yeah, I didn't go on the rides this time because I'm like, I only have this much limited time. Like, I don't want to spend that much money either. So, all right, guys, that was pretty much my day at the Mall of America, the senior send-off. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't seen the previous video, please go check that out. Stay tuned for the last video for today, right? For now, and we'll see where we'll go from there. Graduation day. That's the final video I'll be talking about. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye bye. And the Lord be with you guys always. Love you guys.